Good morning, good afternoon, my dear friends. Welcome back. I want to welcome you back to this unexpected live stream show this afternoon. Today is January 7th, 2021. Oi, here I go, 2022. Oh my gosh, you can say it's January. Oh my goodness, January. Okay, we'll try this again. Today is January 7th, 2022. 22. Oh my goodness. You gotta be careful writing checks. Anyhow, welcome back, everyone. I just want to, address today some of the questions you have been asking me and also share a little bit of the beauty of this holiday. Because a lot of people who watching my channel, some of you guys do know about different traditions in Orthodox Christianity that you have. We have our Christmas Eve is January 6th and Christmas Day is January 7th. But most people who live in USA don't really know it unless you are married to somebody from Slavic culture or they follow in Slavic culture traditions. So, therefore, I just wanted to shed some light on this. Thank you. Merry Christmas. A lot of people ask me, so do you celebrate do you not celebrate Catholic Christmas and you wait till you know, as being a Ukrainian in US, do you then wait for your Christmas? And I've been getting so many of these questions, so I really do want to share this. I hope I will help you with your confusion. uh, just keep reminding me what year it is and it's gonna be great. Hi Elizabeth, thank you so much. So, guys, number one, I shall say, ladies and gentlemen, number one, we need to realize that when you move to another country, you adjust to their customs. You adjust to life there. You don't come with your own protocol. You do keep, of course, some things from your culture, things that you can enjoy at your home, but if you're planning to have a family and having children, you don't want to take from your children and say, oh, we don't celebrate Christmas. You even realize for all the international families how frustrating and devastating that would be if you you know, everybody's celebrating Christmas on 25th and your kid comes home and there is nothing. So this is the kind of things you need to think ahead. And you feel, if you are extremely religious and and you cannot take somebody else's way of looking at life and somebody else's way to celebrate, then it's not gonna be so fun. Maybe international relationship won't be for you. um but usually this is not a problem. I can tell you this. So usually the December 25th is not an issue whatsoever, because everybody, like I would say, like probably 90 to 95% of people in United States, for example, from all the confessions and religions, celebrating Christmas. You know, I know Muslim people, Hindu people, you know, Christian Orthodox that we are talking about today. And I think it's becoming less of a religion for people who have a different religion, but more of a tradition that unites people. And I truly do love it. I truly do love it. I think we should have more connecting events and holidays. You can celebrate your own and of course the country where you are in, because you really gain from it. You know, you don't lose anything, right? Yes, we have Saint Nicholas in Russia and Ukraine. Hello there, 777. Very true. I think it's December 19th in Ukraine. We have Saint Nicholas holiday that is similar to Christmas also, when kids would go to bed and in the mornings they would find gifts. So now, Merry Christmas, Jim. Welcome, welcome, Elizabeth. Thank you for the sweet, kind words. You are such a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Always support me, and I really do appreciate it a lot. Thank you. So now, my dear friends, let's talk about how do how do we, as people from Eastern Europe, how do we celebrate our quote unquote Christmas? So it's officially Christian Orthodox, right? How do we celebrate it in the US? And guys, you may find it strange. You may find it like, you may be surprised by this, maybe not. But at first, it can be really painful. It can be really sad and even tearful, especially if you did not come to US with your family, but let's say you are in international relationship, marriage, so forth, or maybe you are studying here, but your family is not here in US, and you live far away from Russian community, like I do, for example. I don't live close, and I don't live that far, but due to different things, it's like a special event when I go and really connect, which maybe I should change. But it depends on the person. Some people are more introverted and they love doing things and they love traveling. They're not much of a party person, right? So they're not much of a especially when you have family, guys. You have to realize most people who come to US, they either come to create a family, they come to study, or they come to work. So usually you have a purpose when you come here. You come here at adult age if that's your decision. So you have a lot of different things. You are not always connected with friends, and it's completely different than how it is in Ukraine. Like in Ukraine, when I wanted to see my friends, I don't even call them, I just show up. Imagine in United States, you're doing your own thing in your house and somebody just knocks on the door. It would be, unless it's a very close friend and you have that agreement with them, that won't be taken very well, would it? So it's very different. So not to lose my thought, at first, when you come to United States, the celebration of holidays in generally, and Christmas and New Year's in particular, can be a huge disappointment and sadness. Why? Because in Ukraine, the way we celebrate it is so different, with our customs, dishes, even like, dressing up, decorating, making things beautiful. Even if you have a home party, even if you don't go to an event, or, you do not go for a special like restaurant or hotel and restaurant kind of performance, even if you celebrate just with your family, everybody dresses up, everybody is excited about it's not nearly as casual. So you used to associate the dress up, the certain smells, the perfume, the cooking food all day long, making special thing, the toast at 12 for New Year's. We would always on New Year's we would always follow up with the Kremlin watch on the Red Square, and at 12 when it started to I forgot in English, часы бьют. When the clock start to tick, tick in a big way for 12, everybody gets up and, we all make wishes. And it's just like, it's something that you experience your entire life, and then you come to US. And unless, your husband really want to try to recreate it, or he's really, he's booking something special for you, even then, chime, thank you. Is it chime? Chime, I think, yes. So if he is really like on the same page, which is next to impossible, you may have somewhat of that. It's just that special feeling that you have, and yes, because we all are children and of post USSR. I mean, most of us, most of ladies you're dealing with, they were born either during late USSR or post USSR. I really consider myself post USSR because after I was born, it was over real quick. So so I grew up in post-USSR reality, and religion wasn't that popular. So the big celebration and gifts would be for the New Year's. And it just would be special. It's like, I can't even explain. It's kind of like you really feel, it would just be magic and mystery, and I really do not have the words to tell you. It's not your everyday, let's just put it this way. It's not like, oh, it's the mood, the vibes, the spirit of it was amazing. If you talk about New Year's, now Christmas, such as today, Christmas Day in Ukrainian Orthodox and Russian Orthodox, I think probably Greek Orthodox as well, right? Is this is that was really special in its spirit, because we would have those special 12 dishes, and then it was very, very cozy. So the gifts are done. So usually there is, if somebody wants you to give something, would be one or two things, but generally the majority of gifts are done on New Year's. And this was more about connecting, family, love, just very, very cozy, but still have very specific traditional dishes. And it's very hard to recreate this in United States. So some of the ladies are really heavily involved in Orthodox churches here, and therefore they do pretty much create. I know today on Facebook and some of my Instagram friends, I know they're gonna be posting a lot of pictures, from creating Ukrainian dishes, and they really follow everything. But usually that happens once again when you live in a bigger Russian Ukrainian community, and you are involved in the church, and you're involved with your friends. Like it takes certain mindset to do that. When you live in the middle of nowhere, it's a little bit different. But it doesn't mean that you could not create that yourself, right? So if you really want to, if you really want to keep the tradition if you want to introduce your traditions to your family here in US, nobody's preventing you from this. But you as a woman, um you should really put effort and focus on this, because it's you are the one, right? You are the one that represent that culture. So hopefully you have, as if, guys, I know mostly men watching me, especially with these topics. One thing that you could do is being supportive. One of the most painful thing you can say, oh, we don't have this here. Like you're 50% to a uh to the courthouse when you say, oh, we don't have 8th of March. 8th of March is like instant death if you have a special woman and you forget about her special day. On 8th of March is a whole different topic. It's instant death. But if you kind of discouraging about certain customs and traditions and she still wants to do it, like you are 50% hurting your relationship. Because it's already difficult, and you try to recreate something that you are used to, something that is special for you. And I would say it's about 50-50. Some people who live here, some immigrants from, Russia, Ukraine, post-USSR countries, some of them keep the tradition and they follow it and they connect with other families. That makes it easier. Some kind of let it slide a little bit just because they don't have a lot of support and because they're already tired. By the time the 7th rolls in, people start celebrating Christmas here very early. So a lot of people, just ladies, also have to go to work or something else, and some just accept that it's not gonna be like that, and so be it. Some ladies do accept that, oh well, it's not gonna be like that, it's not gonna feel the same, so we're just gonna celebrate Christmas with everybody else on 25th, and that's it. T. So, and that's understandable too, because it's never about the I truly think that holidays and special things like this, at least for us, I would say it's always about the it's about the celebration. It's about I think it's hugely about the mental, spiritual part of it, just like the shared joy, the having, more reasons to be excited for. I really don't even know how to put it into words. It's something that if you want to experience that, you should come next Christmas and visit a Ukrainian family on Orthodox Christmas and on New Year's and Orthodox Christmas. You will get much better ideas than me trying to tell you how it really feels internally. And I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine who lives actually not too far from me here. It was years ago. And I was so shocked after the first New Year's. Like, it was literally nothing. Like, nothing was going on. I didn't know that, you should really create your plan so you can. It just was different. And I was just, well, I don't know. Well, first of all, it was a long time ago. So I was really like, you know, for obvious reasons, I really was an outgoing person, such as if you have a lady from a big city, she's most likely, an outgoing person, and goes places and things like that. So, uh, when you come to like more casual lifestyle like it is here in US, you just like, what the hell? Like, what happened? So anyway, a friend of mine told me, she said, I just tell myself it's gonna be nothing special. And this way I'm not frustrated. I'm going to say this again. So she said that she tells herself that it's going to be nothing special. And this way she won't be frustrated. When I heard that, that was not the most encouraging thing that I've ever heard. I mean, in fact, it was really discouraging. And you always, yearn for something that you're familiar with because it just makes you feel, very cozy and very, I don't know, it just makes you feel it's something that is so native to you, so it just naturally relaxes you and you are excited about it. And one thing is that I dislike, I would just say this, one thing that I dislike about celebrating with certain people in general, but in particular in US, that it's never about the holiday, the person, or the event. This is what I don't know how to explain this sometimes, but for example, let's say somebody has a birthday. It's rarely about that person. People just come, they have a bunch of small talks, they drink, they eat, they leave. For me, I would rather have less food, less drinks, but I really wanted to make this birthday about this person. I want to tell them what they mean to me. I want to celebrate them. I want to recognize them. Like, I want to do some special things to really like that, kind of like gift that day to them with just natural appreciation. But let's be real, we don't have a chance, or most of us just, I mean, not that we don't have a chance, but we don't use a chance to do special things for special people in our life every day. It's, some are trying, but it's probably not possible to do it all the time. So I think that when somebody has a birthday, for example, I always live with this feeling of, I don't know, maybe there is something wrong with me. That's very possible, by the way. But I always I always live with this feeling of emptiness in a way, because like, at least families that I experience it, and sometimes it can be a great time and great conversation, but it's not so much about the person. And I think people should, in a family, people should talk about family members and family interests and not about politics. And you know how much I'm passionate about politics. I literally need to tape myself to not talk about it because I have so much passion for it. But even so, I think when people get together at family tables, they should talk about families. They should talk about how they can make things better. They should celebrate each other's successes. They should talk about inspiring things and note how everything is going to uh, hell or someplace else, right? And so same to me, same with New Year's and same with Christmas. especially Christmas. You know, people get so overwhelmed, you know, with both Christmases, but especially with Catholic Christmas. But um, when, you know, you buying gifts, or New Year's, when you have to do all these things that, you know, you really forget to connect with people, to spend time with them, to show them your love, to really do these things that really fulfill you, create the mood, and make it special. You know, some people are more religious, maybe they go to church, and I just think that there should be a holiday, in the holidays there should be the heart of the holiday, you know. Just I don't I would love to hear from you, because these are just opinion of my observation, my life experiences. So I would absolutely love to hear from you. And some of you had sent me messages, but if you want to share in the chat or in the comments below, does it make does it resonate with you at all, or you just like to not think about anything and just, you know, have lots of food and have fun? But thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Lance. С Рождеством. Thank you. um Спасибо, Лэнс. Мне очень приятно. Спасибо. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll get myself a Christmas latte. So yeah, but you know what? Let's go on the bright side. On the bright side, you can, as if, you know, your lady, because most again, you know, most of men are bringing somebody special, or trying to integrate into our culture. So as if you want to know, you know, more and understand, like having better understanding, you can, you know, you can watch some movies, you can watch some programs. The thing is, it's probably still gonna be foreign to you, but at least you will understand. And maybe if she wants to get together for the Orthodox Christmas with her friends, you know, to create in that atmosphere, um, maybe you should be okay with that. You know, I think it's really, we're really missing out when we stop learning about the person we are with. Usually it's in the beginning, you're so curious to know about the other person, about their customs, about their music preferences, about everything. And then it's kind of slows down, or maybe you are so you know, mesmerized with her appearance and femininity, that you forget she is not just this beautiful body that is attractive to you, but she is a whole person. She was her whole world. And discovering these things, even just understanding just a little bit, learning about the culture, can really help. One of the amazing things that I think that you should do, and everyone should do at least once, is to celebrate the holidays back in, for example, Eastern Europe. So you can, once again, you can experience that. You may not understand what they're thinking, what they are saying, the customs and stuff like that, but at least you will experience the warmth, and you will understand why it is so important for people who come here to preserve a little bit of their home, to create that home feel here, you know, an ocean away. For example, in US, England, you know, it can really apply to just about any culture, you know. I'm going to be doing a lot of more general topics where things can really apply to anybody. But today, because today is Orthodox Christmas, and I wanted to do this unexpected in the middle of the day live stream. Why? Because I wanted to make sure that that it will actually happen, and not postponed. Because as we say, ложка хороша к обеду. Spoon is nice for the dinner, and not after the dinner. So I don't think that it's a huge problem. It's something you cannot solve, but sometimes as a person that moves to another country, you have certain sadness. You miss certain things. You're looking for them. You want to recreate them, and often what you learn is that it's not gonna be very easy. I do understand that not everyone can afford, time-wise, financially, and so on and so forth, to, um, always, travel to Ukraine, every 6 months or every year, or for the holidays. But if you want to make yourself a gift and you really want to know the woman you're with, you can have these experiences, you should try to make it happen. You can plan it and make it happen, and it just would be an experience of a lifetime. And you may not even like it. We have some really amazing customs for our Christmas. One of them kind of reminds me of Halloween somewhat, because at least when I was growing up, we would wear we would sometimes wear some national costumes like folk, and we would knock on our neighbors' doors and play, and you need to sing or dance, and you're gonna get candy. It called Kaledavat. I don't know right now, everything is changing, and there's all this awareness about talking to strangers. So I don't know if people still do it, but I think in the smaller villages and smaller communities, people still do it. So the kids having a ride, they dress up, and sometimes grown people too, but usually they would have some instruments, and they knock on your door on Christmas Eve, and they would dance and sing, and you gotta give them some treats, not necessarily candy. It could be some of those 12 special dishes that you make for Christmas, and it's just fun. I remember having a lot of fun with that. Well, first of all, it's such an opportunity to try all kinds of treats and to be the center of attention for a minute, to perform something. It just was a lot of fun. But even more exciting custom that I've always enjoyed, and it's customs that I don't know how to quite translate it into English, but it's kind of like sort of a psychic practice. So there are ways to like figure out the future. Usually that is about, if it's a girl, it's usually only for girls, and it's about the future destiny and future man, husband. Back in early days in Slavic culture, who you marry is pretty much will define your destiny. Women did not tend to work or have careers like this, um, like right now, and it was more traditional, more family oriented, and people tend to not separate or get divorces or just live together for no reason, right? So basically, your husband is your destiny back in early days of Slavic cultures. So that would be really, really exciting. Then at night it's get dark, there are candles, and there are specific traditions and ways to try to learn, kind of like psychics here, to figure out things about your future husband. Who he what he's gonna be like, where like you will be living, where he gonna come from, like different things. But when you're a young girl and you are looking forward to your future, it's super exciting. And of course, some of it is not very accurate, but some of the people are really good, and they can make it a lot of fun, very fun and mysterious. So I remember that that fun was always, always fun. And it's also for a time where the ladies would gather. So men would go do their thing after the dinner, whatever they are doing, I don't know, smoking, shooting, hunting. But women would gather and do those things, look at those predictions. And it just was, I don't know, it just was a special customs that only happens, one night a year on Christmas night. And of course, there is lots of music, lots of singing. If you are into Ukrainian folk, it's can be intense, but I think it's beautiful, especially if people are not overly drunk, because the alcohol is a serious part of it. Let's be real. Uh, People would wait for these evenings to really go all in. Let's put it this way. I remember as a child, I remember looking at grown people acting funny. I didn't know what's going on. I didn't understand the how the alcohol affects people. And I just remember, observing people would really let go and they would be dancing and singing and music. And it was not maybe, my preference to listen to that, but um, there are some people who are very talented and their performances are amazing. I listen sometimes to some of our music, and it's all about the lyrics, it's all about the words of expressions of celebration of Christmas, of just beautiful beautiful things uh that Christmas is supposed to be about. And it's just like deeply romantic. It's just deeply romantic and highly poetic. And so both Russian and Ukrainian, because I grew up in both. Now we have all this mess between countries, and it's politics, it's not a good situation. But people like me, it's like, who do you choose, your mother or your father? It's like we are both. We grew up in that reality where we are all related, we are all connected. Most of us from who are from Ukraine, we speak both languages, or at least we understand the other language. And we have some differences, but it's kind of like, or at least it used to be like the states. Every state has their dialect, have their traditions, cool things about them, and not so cool things. So same with our regions of Russia, Ukraine, Armenia, Georgia. We used to be one big amazing country, even though we didn't have the best people ruling our countries. And not sure if they have best ideas or visions for a future, but the people have nothing to do with that. The people very amazing. Whatever I caught of that, it will be with me forever. So, and I think people are still amazing, but times are changing and everybody is developing. And now also things going into more individualistic mindset versus, when I was growing up, it was more of a community mindset. And it has its downsides, don't get me wrong, but it has a lot of upsides because people were looking out for each other. So there is nothing like that feeling when you are in a community, even like internet community, community of your friends and family, when you know that you have friends and family who are looking out for you, they got your back, you know, that can tell you crap into your face if they're not happy with you. But when you're not in the room, they got your back. When you get attacked by somebody, verbally, physically, or virtually, they got your back. It's one of the most amazing feeling when you create the trust. And yeah, I miss that. I miss that. When we would have Christmas, but even just during regular days, um, we wouldn't really close the doors. People would come, like one neighbor would come say, hey, I got this, I have this apple pie for you. Then another neighbor would say, oh, I got this for you. So people were just sharing all the time and supporting. If there is somebody in the community who is struggling, always people would try to pitch, not just have a conversation, but people would try to pitch some money together to help whoever is facing misfortune. Like I do miss that unity is the word. I do miss that feeling of unity. I really really do. And I think that in the United States, yes, we are individualistic, we're pursuing our dreams and goals, but I do think that we should look out for each other more. And well, there are communities and organizations and certain people that looking out for others, which is a beautiful thing. Or thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Veronica, I just love your humanistic views and your genuine appreciation of nature and the organic. Well, That's two. Thank you. Well, I was on the edge to make a live outside today near our Christmas tree. We still have it, and it's frosty outside. We have, it's a freezing temperatures, and it was beautiful sun. But I decide that would not. It's not gonna be the day to be brave today, because my gloves with sensitive fingers, for keyboard had not arrived yet. So once I get those, guys, you're gonna see me outside a lot more because I love being outside. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that most of my videos used to be from me walking in different places and making a video and encouraging you subconsciously to go take a walk. But anyway, thank you so much for the super chat. I decided against streaming outside near the city Christmas tree for the reasons of I have been freezing my hands quite a bit, and it's not a good feeling. So that's why we have my own Christmas tree here. So thank you everybody so much for um your request and really wanting to know and wanting to learn about, another culture and other traditions, because that curiosity really opens up and widens our horizons. It's real easy to be ignorant and know that, oh, because I'm in America, I know everything best, or because I'm from Ukraine, it's so much better over there. It's like, we have a unique opportunity to learn from the best and apply it and make our life richer. We can pick the best things we like about the culture and apply them. It's not like you have a policeman watching over you and saying, oh, you celebrate Ukrainian Christmas as well? You making traditional dishes? Oh my God. Well, there's things going on right now. I don't know what to think anymore, but hopefully it will never come to that, right? So my bottom line of this video would be that it is important to honor the other person, the person that is significant for you, to honor their culture, to learn about it, to try to recreate even some of it, to let them to connect with others and maybe participate some of the events. You may or may not like it. It's not for everyone, but she will, if you have a foreign wife, let's say, and she comes here, she will absolutely have to adjust to local customs. So I hope I answer the question, do you celebrate Catholic Christmas once and for all? Yes, everybody does. Like 95 to 99%, I think, of people celebrate it because you just imagine, you just do it. It has less to do with religion than with, celebration and honoring and enjoying the big event. I think once again, people from other religions and confessions celebrate it. It's a tradition. It's becoming a tradition. Nobody wants to miss Christmas. If you take a mic and ask people on the street, especially kids, you won't find the kids that will say, oh, I don't want Christmas. Nobody gonna say that. So we can embrace all these differences and still apply them and celebrate them. So, but often it goes real one-sided, because if the lady comes to you to your country, she absolutely have to do this, but you kind of on the easy side, on the other end, where you don't really know, and you can make her feel very special with curiosity about the traditions. She's not gonna expect you singing Ukrainian songs or dancing some folk dances, but she will really appreciate, even to have like a special dinner, or you searching for some music, or creating the atmosphere, doing something beautiful, lighting up the candles, dressing up. This is such a big thing for us, to have like holiday dishes and have a nice Christmas tree, and we really put it on the next level, even if we're just doing New Year's and Christmas at home. Like, she will be decked out, she will be shining like like shine. She would shine bright like a diamond for sure. So that is just important to understand that you can make things a lot more fun, and hopefully you can sometime go and maybe visit her during the Christmas break or slightly later, how in US Christmas break is, or um you can together after some time travel and visit. This is actually my dream to plan it. It's just, you know, about the planning and other responsibilities, but to one of these years, kind of planning right now which one to celebrate you know, New Year's and Christmas over there in Ukraine with my family and friends. That would be really special and kind of feels that again, because once again, um to really go back in time, it's it's hard to recreate it here, is that particular vibes that feel. So like they say, a dream is a goal with a deadline. So my dear friends, I want to thank you for those who were able to unexpectedly participate my live show this afternoon. And I want to thank you very much for your support, for the super chats, for kind words. By the way, if you are not following me on Instagram, you're missing out. I will post my information under this video. It's Veronica underscore Olsen. I put mostly my, you know, my passion for fur. Some of you guys know I have a fur shop online. But if I will have more of you guys, I can still show off my outfit of the day, but I can make those short videos just on a more light-hearted topics. And I have been doing that. So I have quite a bit of videos now there on that page. If you go to IGTV, I would absolutely love to have you there. You can also send me a message there or comment. So it's just another way to connect, because you know, you never know which platform is, you know, what is the future of every platform. So I will post it under the video, but once again, I have same picture as here on YouTube for my avatar picture, and it says Veronica underscore Olsen. I know some of you are there all the time, but I'm just saying. Okay, so let me see. Elizabeth saying, I'm determined I will retire in Ukraine someday. It's still after this mess. All your videos and views totally strengthen how much I want to be there. Yes. You know, to each their own. I wouldn't say that, oh, everybody should retire in Ukraine or everybody should move to US. And I really want to make more videos about some, you know, like general things and dynamics and the knowledge. I want to share some knowledge and visions that I have, but everybody choose what they feel is theirs, right? It's important. It's not, I feel that the best thing in life is not to always run for better and best, because it's like never ending vicious cycle of being dissatisfied. You just have to find what's yours, what feels like home to you, you know. The person you love can feel like home, the new home, new house can feel like home, new country can feel like home. A lot of people leave one place and they move to another and it becoming a home. So it's about finding yours, to my opinion, at least. I'm curious what you would say about it. Elizabeth says, I'm finally following all of your platforms. Yeah, I have a significant following on one of my Facebook pages, but I just can't make myself do Facebook. I'm tired. I have a Facebook burnout. So my most active platform would be YouTube and Instagram. And thank you so much again for the kind words and greetings. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go enjoy some sunshine on this lovely Christmas afternoon. And I will see you very soon. I'm gonna try to do these lives even if there is nobody here, everybody's working. You can always rewatch it if you are interested. When I wait for too long to do it at night, I feel like it's kind of in the winter days are so short, so you feel like it's 2 a.m. and you're going live and you should be doing family things. You should not be. I have this kind of somewhat of a conservative outlook that maybe, yeah, once a week it's okay, but you know you need to think how you want to um schedule your time. And I believe for everyone, like every one of you too, when it's winter and it's late, you probably think about, ooh, I have to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to stay for 3 hours. So if it's evening, I think it should not be very late evening. So anyhow, I wish you a wonderful afternoon. С Рождеством Христовым. Merry Christmas, Merry Ukrainian or Orthodox Christmas to those who celebrate it. And I'm looking forward to connect with you next time. Thank you.